promise me you'll be on your best behavior for Grandpa this weekend.
Why does Lori get to go on a weekend trip and we have to stay home?
Because the last time we took you to one of Lori's spelling bees, Larry kept shouting out the answers.
I was even close to being right a few times.
You were using numbers.
Oh, Lori, try this one. The word is cat.
Seriously?
Oh, I know that one. It has a 4 in it, right?
Oh, there's my favorite girl and my favorite grandkids. Oh, and Lane.
Your favorite son-in-law?
Thanks again for taking care of the boys, Dad.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have a great time.
Remember, no parties.
At my age, eating dairy is a party.
Let's move it, guys. I want to get there before English is a dead language.
Better hit the road. Lori's being a bit of an Monster.
I'm a 3-time regional spelling champ, Mom. I know what you're saying.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did she say?
Grandpa, we're bored.
When I was your age, I could always find a neighborhood game of stickball or a local penny carnival, or heck, even just a tall bridge to spit off of.
I don't know what any of that is.
They still have bridges.
We could go to a movie.
Well, that sounds fine. Was there anything else you needed?
Yeah, money for the movie. This is the part where you give it to us.
I think it's about time you boys learned the value of money.
Maybe we could just skip to the part of the lesson where the money goes here?
When I was your age, I didn't have any money either.
Right, because it wasn't invented yet.
Because my family was poor. So I shined shoes, I ran a lemonade stand, anything to make a buck. And now I'm the CEO of a multi-million-dollar business that I built from the ground up. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that you have plenty of money to buy us movie tickets with.
Oh, and just in case our fingers get too buttery from the popcorn, can we get some extra cash to use as napkins?
If you want money, you can earn it, just like I did, by starting a small business. How about it, boys? Ready to make your first million?
Fine, but can we make it in the next 20 minutes? I don't want to miss the trailers.
How's it going out here, Larry?
Not good. I haven't had a single customer all day. Turns out we don't get a ton of foot traffic back here.
When I suggested you start a business, I didn't mean you had to start the exact same way I did. Shoe shining isn't the license to print money it used to be.
Well, I only need to shine a few pairs of shoes to get enough for a movie ticket. Then I can retire.
Do you even know how to shine a shoe?
I didn't at first, but then I practiced on your shoes, and now... I still don't.
Hope you like your tropical smoothies. Make sure to tell your friends.
Oh, Luke, looks like you have a couple of happy customers there.
Yeah, I've been getting some nice compliments. The mailman even promised to come back tomorrow. My first regular.
They look delicious. Can I buy one?
Of course. That will be 25 cents, please.
You're only charging a quarter?
That's right.
Wait, how much did you spend on all this fancy tropical fruit?
$85.
Where did you get $85?
I had a silent partner, Lori's piggy bank.
To turn a profit, you have to charge more than the cost of your materials.
I see. As of now, I'm raising my prices.
This is very refreshing.
Thanks. That will be $400, please.
You boys taking a break?
Yeah, a permanent one.
Look, I know starting up a new business is difficult. After all, I built my own business from the ground up.
Right. Because they didn't have buildings back then.
My point is, I realized early on that to succeed, you have to be passionate about what you're doing. So what are you boys passionate about?
I like coach snaps, but would I say I'm passionate about them? Yes, I would.
I suppose we could explore that further.
Great. I'll get started on the research phase.
How about you, Luke?
I've always wanted to run my own ice cream parlor.
Oh, I love that idea. I was a soda jerk myself back in the day.
I consider myself more of a soda snob than a jerk.
I tell you what, I believe in you boys. I believe in you, Luke. So I'm going to invest in your future. Let me just call my accountant and get you set up. Bernie, I want to make some funds available for a new investment opportunity. What is it? Well, let's just say we're going to revolutionize the ice cream and couch nap industries. Hello? Bernie? Bernie loves the idea. Hey, how's the new location working out?
Business has never been better.
Great. How many customers have you had?
Rounding up, 0.
Well, it can take time for a new business to catch on.
I hope it doesn't take too much time. All my ice cream is melting.
You don't have a freezer? Don't sweat it. I'll talk to Bernie again.
While you're at it, can you see if they'll spring for some drool-resistant pillows?
I'm not sure this business of yours is going to catch on, Larry.
Really? Seemed like a winner to me. Oh, sorry, we're closed for a private function. See? We're turning them away in droves.
Can I interest you in a scoop, sir?
Sorry, I don't have time. I'm on my way to get my skateboard fixed.
I can take a look at that for you. Oh, your front wheel alignment is off. I'll take care of it. There you go. Good as new.
Thanks. I love this place.
That's it. Let's open the first ever skateboard repair / ice cream shop.
Boys, wait. Let's think this through. I don't see a lot of demand for this.
Grandpa, do you mind? You're kind of holding up the line. Thanks. Please come again.
The new shop looks great, boys, but I see the crowds have thinned out.
Yeah, afternoons are always slow. At least I think they are. We only opened this morning.
A piece of advice. To attract more customers, you have to get the word out.
I have the perfect idea.
It's not exactly what I had in mind, but okay. Oh, no, thank you. It's not necessary. Just...
Maybe you should just take the flyer.
If I wanted the flyer, I would have taken the flyer. Sorry, Luke. I shouldn't have been so very... Get away from me before I jam those flyers into that fat mouth of yours. But keep up the good work, young man.
Grandpa, I took a slightly different approach to growing our business.
Hey, cool skateboard. Can I see it? Oh dear, did you know your board was broken? Good thing there's a skate repair shop right over there. And try the ice cream. You get 10% off if you tell them Darnell sent you.
Another soon-to-be satisfied customer.
Yes, yeah. Indoor trampoline. This must be a mistake. Foosball table. Chocolate fountain. Karaoke machine. No, we don't need any of this stuff. Maybe the chocolate fountain. Would you boys like to explain to me why there was a Bengal tiger delivered to your house?
We're young, successful businessmen. We're just trying to create some hype.
I have to admit, I didn't think you'd have this level of success. Or any.
We couldn't keep up with the demand, so we decided to franchise.
We now have 17 locations across the city, including that one.
Don't you think that maybe you're overextending yourselves?
If we don't keep growing, we'll lose business to the competition.
What competition?
Imitators are popping up everywhere.
I resent being called an imitator. My yo-yo repair / frozen yogurt shop is a totally original idea.
I call that a successful first day.
Was it? I mean, sure, we launched a massively successful new startup, but I never did get to see that movie. I take it back. This is way better than any movie.
It's the chocolate fountain.
Take those skates off in the house, young lady. This is a private residence, not a roller disco. Luke, Larry, you authorized all this, only you can put a stop to it.
We just added a little personal flair.
Hey, you guys need to check out the Infinity Hot Tub. It has a swim-up petting zoo.
We may have gone a little overboard.
Come on, let me stay. I'll tell you the same thing I told Vin Diesel. This event is invitation only. Oh, Mr. Diesel, can I get a ride home in your limo? No? Okay, that's cool.
You need to shut this down right now. I promised your mom no parties.
But we're positioning ourselves as young, hip businessmen in the future. It's all part of our image strategy.
I appreciate your point, Larry, and I guess you should be free to spend your profits as you see fit. But
Oh, we haven't made any profit.
how are you buying all this stuff?
With money from your accountant. You told them to set us up with everything we needed, remember?
You're buying all this stuff with my money. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Party's over, folks. Everyone out. Oh, please. Don't write, don't call, be a stranger. I want all this stuff returned.
Even the chocolate fountain?
Even the chocolate fountain. Oh, Bernie, listen, I'm glad you called. There's been a misunderstanding. Hostile takeover? Totally bought out? Company no longer mine? What? I see. Seems your little spending spree has used up all the money in my company. Been taken over by a larger corporation. I've lost everything.
Not everything. You still have that chocolate fountain. Never mind, it's a rental.
Right. There you go. You'll want to ride fast. You've got 2 blocks max until those wheels melt. Excuse. Look, I appreciate you giving me a job, but how about a little help?
I would, Grandpa, but I'm an executive now. I can't be seen doing menial tasks.
Maybe you could hire more employees.
Let me check with our accountant.
Sorry, Luke. The numbers aren't adding up. I suspect it has something to do with the fact that I'm failing math.
Luke, there you are. We have a meeting on the front 9 in 20 minutes.
Business meeting on a golf course? I miss those days.
By the way, our issue of Business Trends Monthly just hit the stands.
They did a cover story on our meteoric rise in the corporate world.
Well, this article says skateboards are on their way out. Apparently, scooters are the future of foot-propelled travel.
I don't know how to fix scooters. They have that whole confusing handle thing.
It also claims here that ice cream demand is in steep decline while frozen yogurt is trending up.
It's fine. Nobody reads that magazine.
First I lose my company, now I'm out of another job. Do I at least get a severance package?
Absolutely. We chipped in and got you this.
After everything I've done for you boys, and this is the thanks I get. Not even a double scoop. Just like that. They turn on you. So-called loyal friends stabbing you in the back, joining forces with the enemy.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I was just wondering if you were accepting resumes.
Goodbye, chocolate fountain.
So many delicious pieces of fruit will never know the joy of your warm, chocolatey embrace.
This is my fault. Tried to teach you boys the value of money, but I failed.
That's not true. We learned it's really fun to have a lot of it.
I need to sit for a minute and think. I do think better when I'm standing.
I know things seem bad, Grandpa, but Larry and I have a surprise for you.
Is it my money?
Even better.
A lemonade stand. How is this better than money?
Now you can do what you did when you were a kid. Turn this into a multi-million-dollar business.
I never had a lemonade stand. That was just a story I made up to get you off your butts and be productive.
So you weren't poor?
Far from it. I come from old money. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I still carry it with me to remind me of how easy I've had it. This... So now you know the truth. I never built a company from the ground up. I bought it. Now it's gone. I have nothing.
It's okay, Grandpa. You still have us.
Yeah, family is way more important than money.
Oh, it really isn't. Maybe I can convince the people who stole my company to give me a job. L&L Enterprises.
Why does that sound familiar?
Oh, hold on a second. I'm getting a call from Grandpa. I wonder what he wants.
Why are you answering the phone for L&L Enterprises?
Oh, that's why it sounds familiar. It's one of ours.
What do you mean, one of ours?
L&L stands for Luke and Larry. We must have bought your company without realizing it. Ha! Too funny.
You own my company.
So it would seem. We were buying up anything we could back then. Of course, business was booming in those days. Would you believe we even had a chocolate fountain in the living room?
That was earlier today.
And yet, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Boys, I just want to say thank you for doing the right thing and giving me my company back.
We're glad there's no hard feelings.
Oh, first rule of business, never take it personally. So here's the deal. You don't tell your parents about what happened, and I don't tell them how you took my car out for a joyride.
That never happened.
Who's your mom gonna believe? A couple of no-good punks? Or the sweet old man who gave her life?
Fine, we'll keep quiet. But when I get my license, I'm taking that joyride. Hey!
Oh, there they are. Hey, so how did you do in the spelling bee, Lori?
She came in second place.
That's my girl.
Would have been first place if Dad didn't distract me with that laser pointer.
I was just trying to make it more challenging for you. I wanted to beat the traffic.
So, did you boys have fun?
Oh, we had a great time. Right, boys?
Absolutely. Oh, that reminds me, Grandpa. Weren't you gonna give me and Luke some money to see a movie tonight?
Was I? I don't recall. My memory's not what it used to be.
Or we can stay here and share some of our stories from the last few days.
Oh, I'd like to hear them.
Memory's flooding back. 2 movie tickets coming up. Oh, enjoy.
Hey, Ronnie, how's the yo-yo business?
It has its ups and downs. But that's somebody else's problem now. I just sold the company.
Really? To who?
Ronald.
Lawrence. You've met my terms?
Of course. Here comes my lawyer now. All first editions, still factory sealed, as per our arrangements.
Okay, she's all yours.
Okay. Keep an eye on it.
What was that about?
I've done these yo-yo deals before. They always come with strings attached.